So here's how you go ahead and create infinite possibilities within your life.
Yeah, boy.
This has sort of been a concept that I've always had in my mind, but I've never been able to properly explain it. And I think I found a way that makes sense. Now, do you agree that every single thing, every single event that has occurred was triggered by something previously? And that previous thing was triggered by something previous to that.
Huh?
So here's an example. I went to university to study actuarial studies. Because of that, I met a friend named Charlie. Because I met my friend named Charlie, I found out that he does snowboarding and he taught me how to snowboard. Because he taught me how to snowboard, I went ahead and went on a snowboarding trip with my cousin Lewis. Because I went on a snowboarding trip with my cousin Lewis, he introduced me to one of his friends. Because I met one of his friends, Orshi, she was hosting this e-commerce debate and she invited me as one of the debaters. Because I said yes to that and I went to this e-commerce debate, did I go ahead and get this free umbrella? Because I had this umbrella nearly like half a year later, I was using this umbrella yesterday and it still had its cover on. So I left the car, I was walking, I was let me take this cover and put it back into the car. Because I had to do that, I then went back to the car and realized that the car was still unlocked and the light was still on within the car. So thanks to that, I was able to turn off, lock the car properly so no one would steal my G-Wagon. And that sort of is end. But then there's sort of so many other branches. For example, another branch was because of the e-commerce debate, I met someone named Larkin, who's the CFO of this massive marketing agency, and I learned a lot about accounting. Another branch, because I went to university, I met a few other friends that I was able to do cool things with. Another branch, because of me getting the umbrella and bringing it into the city, I left it at a restaurant and I was about to lose it, but I wanted to go to a restaurant, realized I lost it, and also realized my friend that I was catching up with, he had something that I had to quickly ask for and I was about to forget. So it was a trigger to me asking something that I was about to forget. So all these things, just because I went to university, just because I met Charles, just because I learned how to it went ahead and just created this crazy branch of all these infinite possibilities.
What's happening?
They're starting to come through and I can't stop them.
My then conclusion is, okay, then you just have to do as much as possible. You just need to do more. And then more things would happen and more branches would occur. Well, what I realized is that when you're sort of watching YouTube all day, on social media all day, playing games all day, you are halting that process. When you're doing those things that I just mentioned, you are not creating branches, you're not picking up opportunities, you're not sort of creating these different timeline splits. You're actually halting your life by doing nothing, by playing games. There are little branches. You can play a game, make something interesting, and that will create a whole branch. 99% of the times, the things that you see from YouTube, 1% of the things you see, actually you implement and you recall and you actually apply. So that's sort of something that I just realized, that the secret to life is just doing as many things as possible. Because if you're doing these many seeds, let's say I reached out to this person, I sent this person a DM, I sent this person an email, I went ahead and did a genomic test so I can see my ancestry history. I went ahead and applied to learn how to sort of ride a motorbike. I went ahead and joined this sort of event. I went ahead, bought this crypto wallet, and now I sort of understand as I'm doing all these little things, by doing these little things, it creates these mini branches where because I did that, it led to that, because I led to that. So you want to do as many things as possible so that more good conclusions because of those actions that you opened up occurs. Now obviously, there's a chance, it's a low chance that me doing a genomic test and figure out my ancestry history and my predisposed disease. So me just doing this random thing for no reason because I just wanted to, there's a good chance the knowledge and things I learned from that leads me to a rabbit hole, and that creates like a branch, a sort of like a future possibility branch. Whereas me not doing that closes that possibility at all. There's a chance I get the results, I learn, I see what the results are about, and it actually leads to nothing. That's also a possibility, but it's a low possibility. And if you sort of see everything in a macro picture and you look at a 100-year time frame, that scenario I mentioned at the beginning of this video, that was just over a timeline of like 5 years. And that branch is still spreading, it's still going crazy. So one little thing now, over a period of 100 years or 50 years, spreads like crazy and creates so many different opportunities. So So you want to do as many things as you can do now, because the seeds you plant really early on in your life just spread like crazy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to get my thought and voice out there, and hopefully you guys got some value. I'm Andy Munn, the founder of Stunning.com. I have nothing to sell you. I'm just here to document my journey, just share with you guys every single thing that goes through my mind. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with nothing but more value. Peace.